Brianna, no doubt this is the hottest weather we've had so far this year, reaching 97 today. Right now on our back patio here at Channel 4, it is 94 degrees. But you know that old saying, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Well, here's why. If you think about how our body works when it cools itself off, we usually perspire or sweat, whichever you prefer. And what happens is that sweat evaporates into the air and it gives you a cooling sensation. But when it's humid like it is today, and our humidity is about 40% out here, makes it feel like 99, 100 degrees, that's like putting a pantyhose on your skin, and you're not going to see much sweat evaporating through that pantyhose. So you feel really hot, really clammy, and that's why we say it's not the heat, it's the humidity that'll get you.
Lisa, we are all just sweating it out.
Yes, we are, and a brand new revision on the high for today just came in. It reached 98 degrees, so that is the hottest it has been so far this year, and there's no stopping this heat. As a matter of fact, tomorrow will be up to 97, but you know we're going to factor in that humidity. So with that 97, it'll feel more like 107 degrees for tomorrow. Big question is about relief, and we actually do have some rain relief, which will lead to a bit of heat relief in the weekend forecast. And just to take a look at how hot it can get, how quickly, check this out. If it is 95 degrees outside, inside your car, in only 10 minutes, it can be 114 degrees. And then make that a 30-minute time period at 95 degrees, it can soar up to 129 degrees inside a car. So something we're going to have to really think about as we move forward into this summer. Today's the hottest day we've had. That tops yesterday's 97, so yikes, it is quite the heat wave. Look at this. On Tuesday, 94 degrees. Now, we haven't set a record for the day yet, but look how close we've come. 96 on Wednesday. It was 97 degrees yesterday, the hottest that it had been for the year. And then 98, we topped it today. We were just 2 degrees shy of a record that's been on the books since 1980. Tomorrow, more heat. 97 degrees is what we're forecasting, with the record being 103. So we most likely will not touch the record for the day, but it will be very hot with the heat index values way up there, over 100 degrees. We're under this big heat bubble right here, this big area of high pressure. Now that's going to be changed as we head towards Sunday. We're looking for the jet stream to slide down a little bit, and we'll get what we call in the meteorology world a northwest flow. For you, that means we're going to see some on and off showers and thunderstorms coming our way by Sunday. But until we get there, we are under a heat advisory.
Do we need a drum roll here or just cover our ears?
You're probably going to throw tomatoes
at
me
when you see this
forecast. So let's take a look, and you can see right along the path where the eclipse is going to happen. There you go, the big line in the middle. Follow it down. Oh no, we have a red for poor visibility coming up. Doesn't look good, does it? There's some greens off to the west. We'll keep working on this forecast, but right now it does look like we'll be in a northwest flow, and what that will mean is some cloud cover and also the possibility of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So we're still well over a week away, so hopefully we're going to be able to improve that forecast.
Partial eclipse still going on. Lisa Spencer has more on some of the terms that have been thrown around.
That's right. Well, of course, we know what this is all about. The sun, of course, here, and the moon getting right between the earth and the sun, casting its shadow. But there are a few things that happen, and one of the terms that's been passed around that Demetrius actually commented on is the Bailey's beads. What is this all about? Well, when the moon gets right in position but not quite covering the sun, we can see these little kind of bursts of lights around it, and that's Bailey's bead, because remember, the moon is not a smooth surface. It has some peaks and valleys, so that's where this is coming from. Where did the word Bailey's come from? Francis Bailey, an astronomer from Britain, who came up with this explanation of these little bursts of lights around back in 1836. So there you go. That's where the Baileys came from, in Bailey's beads.
Nothing to do with a drink, right? Nothing
to do with a drink. Let's take a look. Here is Harvey, a well-defined eye. It is now a Category 3 system. Has not made its way on shore just yet. Of course, they're already getting the rain here, and rain is going to be a big component of the impact from this storm across Texas, because it is not going to be in a hurry to move. It's going to sit here and meander around for a couple of days, and that is the worst scenario, because that just means they will get drenched. And some of our rainfall estimates have been just tremendous. The National Weather Service Hurricane Center is reporting reporting that they think we could see up to 30 inches of rain in some locations here along the coast of Texas. So we'll keep those folks in our thoughts and prayers, and definitely keep a close eye on that forecast as the storm gets closer to us. And it's not necessarily the wind that is going to be the big problem this go around. It is going to be the rain. To put that in perspective, in the 2010 floods that devastated Nashville, we had 13.5 inches of rain. Some places in Texas could see 40 inches of rain. Now that is enough rain to almost completely cover your average sports car. And those Texas towns that are along the coast, they'll have to deal with storm surge. The storm surge, the amount the ocean could rise, could be as high as 13 feet. That's enough water to completely cover a one-story home. So they are definitely on guard tonight with this storm almost on shore at this point. Here's the center of circulation, but already those bands of thunderstorms have made their way in. But we still have a tornado warning right here as this storm is moving into Cookeville. So please make sure you're still in your safe place. If you're not sure where that is, because I know sometimes in the heat of the moment you forget exactly where you should be, make sure if you've got a basement, you're there. If you do not have a basement, the lowest level of your home, the center of your home. So we're talking about a closet, a bathroom, anything that is away from windows. You can always throw a blanket, take a pillow in there with you, and just ride it out. Wait till this storm is by you. Dive down and show you that storm. It's tornado warning for southwestern Franklin County until 5:15. This storm would be producing a tornado very near the Huntland area, or about 10 miles south of Lynchburg, moving towards the southeast at 35 miles per hour. So we'll put that into motion. These are the warning rings we call shear markers that show where there's some violently rotating wind going on inside this storm. I'm going to remove those so we can take a little closer look at the storm. And usually what we see here when we look at storms like this, we're looking for an indention in the storm, and this could be where that tornado is taking place, right in through this area, which would be around the Huntland area. Now, I was showing you those winds estimated around 100 miles an hour just a few moments ago, and here is that estimation once again. Yes, it was an EF1 tornado that just came plowing down Concord Road, and you could see just the tops of trees eliminated as you went down the road, and then you would come to scenes like this where entire trees were brought down and, of course, plenty of damage done to some of the homes here. When they're looking for any type of pattern of a tornado, these trees are a really good example of what they would find. You can see some of the trees laid down going one direction towards the north, and then they start to curve somewhat, and the big tree is just split in the middle. And there's another neighborhood back behind this. You can see parts of the roof damaged to the south, others to the north. Another indication it was indeed an EF1 tornado that came through Williamson County and continued into Davidson County, where yet another tornado was confirmed. And will continue to get colder, so 29 in Tullahoma won't stay there very long. That is one of the reasons we're concerned about bridges and overpasses, because I know the temperatures have been so warm lately that our regular roads are probably not going to have a big issue with freezing. But when you consider we've got air blowing over our roads and under when you've got a bridge, that is what makes them so susceptible for ice forming. So keep that in mind tomorrow morning. Give yourself a little extra time to get to your destination. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lisa Spencer. Downtown for all the excitement. We've got folks for CMA Fest. We've got folks here to enjoy the viewing parties for the Predators as well. And it is really an energetic time right now. We're at 80 degrees right here on our deck at Tootsie's. We're probably reading a little hot compared to everybody. I think it's all this body energy all together right here. But the crowd is getting thicker and thicker. It's been a great day. Couldn't ask for better weather to have all of these folks in town enjoying our beautiful Music City. Let's check out the weather as we roll into CMA Fest and see what you can expect for tomorrow. It's going to be just terrific weather. This is the wonderful time of year we get these stunning sunsets, so I'm going to be looking for yours tonight. When you find one, snap it and send it in, because this time of year our sunsets are actually longer than any time of the year, and that always occurs after the summer solstice. So kind of a unique thing about this time of year. So we've got our latest sunsets going on right now. Tonight, 8:08 is sunset time, and it will be that time all the way up until July the 2nd. So we've got these nice long evenings.